Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I will be creating a surprise line. I will be creating Helsinki and Espoo bus line 200, which is a trunk line. The reason why I waited for so long before actually creating this line, because I have created some other trunk lines, is that now I have finally created all the ordinary stops along the line of line 200. Because trunk lines don't stop at every stop. And creating trunk lines in advance is kind of problematic, because then I will have to add stops to road sections which already have been created. So the simplest way is to first create all the other lines and then in the end create the trunk lines. And now we've reached sort of one end. So it's time to create the trunk line. In this universe, trunk lines don't make any difference from ordinary bus lines, and also nowadays the nighttime trunk lines are operated as separate lines with the number 200N. It is identical to the line 200. The only reason why it's a different number is that in order to avoid disturbance during the line, you can only enter through the front door during nighttime. So it's basically the same line, and that's why I'm not creating the nighttime trunk lines separately. It's one line, one creation, period. But we'll start from Edelinauke, and then we stop at Hesperian Puisto, and then we stop at Töölön Halli, and then obviously at Kansaneläkelaitos, if I remember correctly. That's right, I remember correctly. Then we stop at Töölön Tulli, and then we stop at Kuusitie. We stop at Tilkka, then we stop at Ruskeasuo, then we stop at Ruskeasuo Varikko, and then we stop at Talontie, and we stop at Kutomotie, and Takomotie, and Tallinn Siirtola Puutarha. But then we start skipping stops. We stop at Pitemmäkin asema, we stop at Henrikintie, we stop at Mäkkylä. Then we stop at Kalkkipellomäki, at Puustelimäki, at Leppävaaran Keskus, which is still in the wrong place. Sorry for that. Then we stop at Kilon Kartano, and then let's just stop there. Then we stop at Poutohakan Polku. Karakallion Keskus is over there. Then we'll stop. No, we won't stop there because it skips it. Because it does skip the stops. So we stop at Karanristi. We stop at Rajamänty. And then we stop at Kavallimäki. And we stop at Kuusinimi. Then Petas. Then we skip Ingas and stop at Jorvi. We stop at Faloke. No, we don't stop at Bembele, sorry about that. Faloke is over there. We stop at Tikespo. Then we stop at Lomila, at Lehtimäki, at Kaivomestarin Katu. And we're finally there at the Espoo station. So we'll skip quite many stops. This is an express line, and so it shall be. And eventually, in the end, we will find our way back to Helsinki somehow. This line also operates daily with a fairly how would you put it, intense interval. So let's have a look at that next. But like I said, next. Before we'll get there, we will have to add all the stops to the line. Sorry about that, but I think we are there. Then let's see how often the line runs. Sorry about that. Come on. Oh. So first Google stopped responding. Now the HSL system stops responding. So let's have a look in the app. I think there might be an internet issue at the moment, but not today, tomorrow. So it's every 10 minutes. That's fine. Let's open it for passenger service and let's start buying buses. And because it is every 10 minutes, I think we will need a whole lot of buses here. Let's see where number 200 is. It's over there. Purchase it, and then let's see. Whoa, we are really gonna need a whole lot of buses. So let's just start buying them, shall we? That's the only way I'm gonna get through with this goddamn operation. That's 4 buses already. We still need... No, that's not the right number. We still need a few more. That's it. 20 minutes. So we're gonna need to double this amount of buses in order to get the real figures. Now we're at 60 minutes. There we go. And then let's see, 40 minutes. We still need more. 12:26, still a few. 11:12, still a few. 10:10, I think we're done with one. And that's it. No tracks built, line has been created, buses have been bought, everything is up and running, and there will be, as usual, a new video tomorrow. So, until then, bye.